How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about current California Senator and former Attorney General Kamala Harris officially putting her name in the hat, in the ring, to become president in 2020. Now, I'm not surprised at this at all. I called this a long time ago, at least a year or more ago, because of a few things. First of all, she's a woman, obviously. Second of all, she is considered to be black, although I'm not quite sure you would really say that. And I'm not quite sure you would say African American. She identifies as African American, but can you call the child of two immigrants, one, her mother from India, and the second, her father from Jamaica, can you call her an African American? I don't really know, but for now, I digress. She identifies as that, so that's how she'll be seen primarily as African American, although she's not really that. Moving right along, the identity piece of it is what let me know that she was going to run. I knew that because the Democrats saw what happened with Hillary Clinton in 2016. They figured it'd be a slam dunk because they're seeing it on paper. They're saying, okay, we had Barack Obama, a black president, the first black president ever for 2 terms. So all we got to do now is put a big name in office or in the running to be in the office who is not a white male, and it's going to work. But obviously it did not work. People aren't really that tied up on identity as the Democrats think. And if they are, race and gender are not the same thing. So Kamala Harris, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You have a woman and a quote unquote black person. Boom. It makes sense, but it really doesn't make any sense. First of all, let's talk about her background. She was a prosecutor in San Francisco. She put a lot of black men behind bars. A lot of black folks don't like that about her. Just because she is black does not mean that she's going to get voted for automatically, because people may have differences of opinion. Her being a Democrat will get her a large piece of the black vote just because of the fact that she's black and a Democrat. They won't look too far into her background. But a lot of us are going to see that and be like, nah, I don't like that. Second of all, she's married to a white man, as you can see on the screen before you. So not everybody really appreciates the whole interracial thing. A lot of black men are talking out against that right now. The interracial relationship, people don't really like that. I personally don't care. Whoever you want to be with, that's your personal business. As long as it's legal, I do not care. But some people do. A lot of black women may not find as much of a flaw with that as black men do, but that's a whole different story. I won't go down that road. So again, I digress. The point is that she is not a perfect candidate just because she is a black woman. Now, to get to the next piece of this, who are they going to run Kamala Harris with? They may try Cory Booker, who I also predicted will be in the race. Throughout I say since Trump was running, and definitely since he was in office, the media have been putting Kamala Harris and Cory Booker out there to try and drum up some kind of support and name recognition with them. Anytime with some kind of Senate hearing or something that they can be on camera, they get a little extra time. They're giving like a little campaign speech, a stump speech every single time. Kamala Harris is an okay speaker, but not really a good speaker. She did this little sketch or skit or something. She talked to some late night show for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. Like, she wasn't in the actual studio on the couch or nothing like that. They had her on this white background answering some questions, and I placed a little bit of footage of that on the screen before you. It was to make her look cool and relatable and stuff like that, the same way they do with Obama. But the way she came off was like a DMV employee. Like, if you ever been to one of these DMV selects in the city hall and you see the people in their business attire behind the counter, that's the way she came off. Not as a cool and relatable person, kind of like an NPC trying to attempt normal human behavior. It just didn't really go over too well, but I move on from that. Then they have Cory Booker out there speaking, trying to do different things, and he's coming off really just weird, kind of strange, buck-eyed, and he also may be a homosexual on the low. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he isn't. I'm not trying to out the man, but men, if you get asked a question about your sexuality and you say, well, I don't really want to answer that. I want to be kind of, fair to everybody. I mean, what kind of answer is that from a man? If somebody says, hey, BL, are you gay or straight? I'm going to say straight. Ain't nothing wrong with being gay. Ain't nothing wrong with being straight. But I am straight. And that's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to offend nobody. Nah, I am straight. So if during the campaign when they announced Cory Booker maybe as Kamala Harris's vice president, which is a whole different, by the way, so that's like the subservient role. But again, I move on. Men are going to come out and say that he touched me or I was in a relationship with him in college or something like that. That's going to come out. That's definitely going to come out. Now, whether it gets the light of day or not is a different story. That's, something else because media's going to be in his back pocket, but it's definitely going to come out. But to move on from Kamala and Cory, they don't have a chance, a snowball's chance, and you know where, because Trump is the incumbent. The incumbent almost never loses. It's something that, if Hillary Clinton, who had much more name power than anybody that's announced so far, most of whom are women, out of Kamala Harris, Kristen Gillibrand, Tulsi Gabbard, and Elizabeth Warren, if she couldn't beat Trump before he came into office, how are any of them going to beat Trump now that he's in office? That's number one. Number two, they are ignoring the person who has the most ability to challenge Trump, and that is Oprah Winfrey. Yes, I said it. A worldwide icon, a household name. She's the only person here that can go off of one name. You know who it is. Right away, it's instant recognition. She has that star power, the same kind of star power that Trump had, which helped him go over the top. Oprah would instantly get all the black vote. She would get a lot of the white vote as well, a lot of the white liberal vote. A lot of the people that don't know anything about politics will vote for her because they like her name and they don't like Trump. She has the best chance. I don't think she would beat Trump, but it'd be closer to anybody that's announced so far. And if you put Michelle Obama as a vice president, that would be your strongest ticket. 2 black women, that'd be your strongest ticket. You put in these racially ambiguous people in there trying to, just look at your algorithm and see how things are going to work out. It ain't really going to be the best method going forward. So I say Kamala Harris, good luck. I'm not really buying the whole African-American thing. If your mom is a red dye Indian, your father is a Jamaican, which ain't no ethnicity. He could be Chinese and black, anything. I'm not really buying this whole thing about, first black woman, all this and that. Some people are going to buy it. Others are not. And they're going to see your white man husband and have a problem with that as well. Because let's be clear, the Democrats can't run another white man again. It's over. After 2 terms of Barack Obama, it ain't going to work anymore. Okay. The best you're going to be able to do aside from a black person again is a racially ambiguous person like Cory Booker and Kamala Harris. Elizabeth Warren, that ain't going to work. She tried to do this whole Native American thing, but now we know she's a regular white woman. That ain't going to do it. Same thing with, who is that? Kristen Gillibrand, a nobody. And then Tulsi Gabbard, racially ambiguous, but also a nobody. Nobody knows who that is. She has no chance. You might as well put Oprah in there and then Michelle Obama as a vice president. If you don't want to do that, that's fine because that'll give us an easier road to victory. We could spend less money and still go towards the finish line, collect $200, get in there and get everything accomplished we got to get accomplished. So that's pretty much all I got to say. What say you? Do you think that Kamala Harris has a chance to get the nomination, number one? Because let's be clear, you may have like 30 people who are trying to go to Iowa and go through the primary and get the nomination eventually to run for president. So that's going to be a fierce battle. And by the way, CNN, of course, CNN, they're going to have a town hall with Kamala Harris coming up next week. So this has all been planned for a long time. You're not going to just announce, oh, I'm going to run on MLK Day, and then a week later have this whole big CNN town hall prepared. That takes a long time to do. So this is all in the works. Like I said from the beginning, the media was putting her out there on different networks, giving her extra time. Anytime there was some kind of Senate hearing or something like that, because they want you to have name recognition, brand recognition, and facial recognition with her. Okay, so they're going to reinforce that now by putting all their resources behind her, the same way they did with Jeb. I look at Kamala Harris as a racially ambiguous Jeb Bush. Please clap. But do you think that she has a chance to get the nomination and beat Trump? If you don't think she has a chance to get the nomination, who does? Is it going to be Cory Booker, who possibly could be opinion on the down low? Is it going to be Kristen Gillibrand, who nobody knows who that is? The fake Indian, Elizabeth Warren, maybe even Beto O'Rourke, who is not announced yet, but may announce. Is it going to be creepy Joe Biden, a 78-year-old Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton again, who limped through the 2016 campaign? Who is it going to be? Do you think I'm correct here by saying that nobody over there has a chance and that you should put Big Mama Oprah and Michelle Obama in there? They're going to have the best chance to be able to actually get the nomination and go toe-to-toe with Trump, although in a losing effort. Whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.